Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to a new video. So we got a few interior modifications that we're going to be installing on the F80 in this video. You guys actually saw me install something from this brand, from this company, in another video. And what I'm actually referring to is the Alcantara shifter surround. So if you guys saw me install this, this is by MF Interior. The owner's name of the company is Marco. He's out in Germany. I was actually recommended this company and this brand and Marco from Patrick from Ink Customs. He got a lot of stuff done by him. Patrick was like, hey, I know you're interested in a lot of Alcantara stuff. My buddy Marco does a lot of really nice work. And he started showing me some of his things and I was sold. So the first thing I actually got from Marco is this shifter surround. I installed it a little bit ago, a few months ago, and I absolutely love it. It's one of the biggest questions I get anytime I post an interior picture or video. A lot of people always ask me about this specific piece. It is beautiful. The whole thing is Alcantara all the way, back here as well. It's got the M stitching that matches the shift boot as well as the e-brake boot as well. So everything flows really, really nicely. It also matches perfectly the OEM M2 CS steering wheel that I have in here. Same exact Alcantara, same exact stitching, so everything flows perfectly. Marco actually uses the exact same Alcantara that BMW uses. So the M Performance armrest here, the e-brake boot, and the shift boot, as I mentioned, as well as the steering wheel, it all matches perfectly. So with that said, I knew I wanted to get a few things done by him as well. So I reached out to Marco and I was like, hey, I would love to get the arm handles on the doors in the same exact finish with the Alcantara and M stitching. So he actually ended up making me a set and it turned out beautiful. It matches perfectly on the shifter surround as well. So I'm really, really happy with these. Now, I know a lot of people do these in carbon fiber. I was considering it, but since I love Alcantara so much, and since I'm a really big fan of the M tri-stitch, I figured it was going to be the best route to go. And the really nice thing about these is these are an OEM BMW part, so it's not like they're using aftermarket pieces or anything. And yeah, so it's all OEM BMW stuff. Same exact clips, so it's gonna go in, fit nice and tight and snug and everything, so it's gonna look and fit perfectly, but you just get your custom finish, custom material that you want. So my car is actually optioned with the executive package, so I get the leather handles here, as well as the white stitch or the leather on the door cards here, which is really nice. The white is nice, but it's a little kind of plain for how nice this car is, plus how much I love the M tri-stitch. So we're going to be replacing these. Now, I did ask him about replacing the center sections here and the armrest to have the same Alcantara with the tri-stitch. However, these pieces are actually plastic welded into the entire door card. So getting that done would be A, a lot more expensive, and B, it's not something you can just replace, just a single piece. So in the future, he actually was asking and offering up to do the entire door card, a custom Alcantara with, whatever scheme that I wanted. So we may do that in the future, but for now, we're just gonna do the handles here and kind of tie everything in. The seats over here have the white stitch as well. So these will be taken care of in the future with some Recaros, so don't worry about that. But I want to try to get as much M stitch in here because I like it much more than the white. So now the install of this is pretty darn simple. Obviously, if you have a coupe, you only need 2 of them, but I have a sedan. I have the F80, so I have 4 doors. So I'm going to have to be doing all 4 of these. But they have the same white stitch on all 4 corners, all 4 doors, and it's actually really, really simple to install. You don't have to remove the entire door card, which I was thinking I was going to have to do at first. But if we take a look underneath the handle here, there is a little notch, kind of hard to see, but right there. So we're gonna take a pry tool, stick it in there, and you basically just pull it out, and it pulls all the clips out. So it's pretty straightforward, pretty easy. I try to show you in detail as we're going through it, but pretty straightforward. I'm really happy I don't have to dismantle the door card to get to anything. Usually when you do stuff like this on a German car, in order to get the one thing, you have to remove 15 things beforehand, but luckily it's that easy for this. So let's go ahead, let's get our tools set up and get ready to go, and we'll start working here and kind of work our way around the car. All right, so we are in position. I'm just using a plastic pry tool. It's nice and firm so I can get some good grip, but I'm gonna go in this little slot right here and basically just kind of pry it out. All right, so we got the stock piece off. Everything came off, no broken clips or anything. Everything is good. So now we're simply just going to get the new MF Interior one and pop it right back into place. Now, if you notice, they all have these little metal clips here. Just make sure they're all in place before you go and put the new one on, which they are. They didn't transfer over onto here, so we are good. All right, there we go, guys. Installed. Fits perfect. There's no weird gaps or anything, obviously, because it is an OEM piece and it looks incredible. So if we kind of back up a little bit, oh, I absolutely love it. It adds that nice little touch to it without being over the top. Yes, the carbon would have looked nice, but I don't want to add too much carbon on the interior. We already got the trim and everything. So the Alcantara door handles, I think, just is a really nice touch. Matches the center console and all the other Alcantara got going on there. So yeah, pretty straightforward. They are a little tough to get off, so you have to pull pretty hard now to install them. So I recommend kind of sliding it up in the top first and then just working down, and it goes into place and looks perfect. So now we're gonna go ahead and move on to the passenger door over here, and we can go ahead and do the driver's side and get knocked out. I'll show you how it looks. All right, guys, we are done. I got them installed on all four corners. Kind of hard to see over there, but we got the driver's side done, passenger rear, and we come over here. You guys saw me do this one, the first one. You got the passenger front. Then if we come over to this side, we got the driver front done. Beautiful. Again, fits perfect. It is OEM, as I mentioned, and it's so cool seeing the stitch on that with the stitch on the wheel. If we come back more, you can see the stitch all around. It's just tying together so nicely, and I love it. Before I wrap up this video, I want to install one more interior mod. It's an OEM BMW part. You could have optioned this, or you can have picked it up when you purchased your M3 from the factory. So in the F80, there's really not much room to store things. So I purchased this from ECS Tuning. Here is the part number if you guys are interested in picking one up. I've already opened it to check it out, but what you get is this little tray insert. Has these little pins on the bottom that hold it into place. You can pop it out whenever you want to. So if you do need your cup holder, you certainly can take this out. It's not permanent, but it's a really simple install. I wouldn't even really call it an install. So if you take the insert, all you do is slip the front end first, position it into place, and it clips right in. So now you got a little storage tray for your wallet, keys, whatever. Back here, like I said, it really cannot store anything, maybe like a quarter. I don't carry change in here, so I don't need that. But it's nice to have another little area to store things. And as I mentioned, all you gotta do is pull it out. You can throw this in the glove compartment if you don't need it. But it's nice to have this little option. I thought it was cool. I figured I would pick it up. It's about 30 bucks or so. It's actually pretty nice quality. It's not some cheap plastic or anything. It's got a nice rubberized feel. The little handle here matches kind of the silver trim areas that is around the radio and everything like that. So it flows really nicely. It's same around the cup holder. So it's a cool little thing. I figured I would kind of include this in this video. If anybody's interested in picking that up, you can install this as well when you're doing the door handles. So yeah, there we go. So yeah, there you go, guys. There is the install of the MF Interior Alcantara door handles all four corners. We got the OEM BMW tray insert there as well. And now I'm going to store my OEM leather executive package arm handles with the white stitch. These are really nice, but I just prefer the Alcantara. And maybe one day in the future we'll end up doing the door cards in the same Alcantara and do some really cool scheme and make it really, really nice. But I figured I would kind of throw those in there. Really simple. As you saw, all you gotta do is pop them out. It does take some muscle to get out the front ones. The rear ones pop out much easier. So the front ones are gonna take a little bit more time, but just be careful, slow it down. You don't need to rush it. Just kind of work your way underneath the handle and you'll be able to pop them out no problem. And it's as simple as that. So if you guys are interested in anything from MF Interior, I'm gonna leave his Instagram down below. You guys can reach out, tell him I sent you. You can pick up the handles, the shifter, or anything else. You can literally do the entire car. Yeah, we can do the dashboard. You can do entire center console. You can do anything that you want, not just for BMWs. He does a lot of different cars as well, different brands. Fantastic work, top notch. Highly, highly recommend reaching out to Marco if you're looking for some really, really nice Alcantara stuff. He does leather stuff as well, so if you're interested in that, he most certainly can. But that is going to do it for this one, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I love doing interior modifications. You spent a lot of time in the car, obviously, so anything that I can enhance the overall experience when I'm driving is definitely plus on my book. So again, I'm going to leave a link below to Marco. I will leave a link below for the little cup tray insert as well. But that's going to do it for this one, guys. We got a lot of things coming for this car. We still got to do the charge cooler and everything up there. Got quite a few other things on the way, some drivetrain stuff. And we're going to continue to mod this car and have fun with it and enjoy it. So if you guys have any questions at all, be sure to ask them below. But in the meantime, keep it clean, keep it simple. I'll catch you guys in the next one.